Hello you guys and welcome back to a new video on my channel. I actually filmed this video a couple of weeks back and I never filmed an intro and I hadn't gotten around to editing it, so here it is now. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the food that I eat throughout the day. This is like a day and a half's worth of meals because I was trying out some new recipes and I was very excited about them and I wanted to make sure I shared them with you guys. Also, hi, if you're new here, my name is Zoe. I'm 23. I am just trying to figure out my life in my 20s, and if that's the kind of content that you're interested in, then make sure to subscribe and stick around for more videos. For a little bit of context, I am a very picky eater. There's a lot of foods that I don't like. I'm very specific about the kinds of foods that I do like. But for the past few months, I have been getting kind of sick of the food that I've been eating, which has never happened to me before. And I took it as a sign. I'm like, okay, now is the time to branch out on the foods that I'm eating. And so slowly, I'm going to be trying to incorporate some new recipes into my diet. Something that I am definitely very interested in is kind of understanding my food better. I've never really been one to track what I'm eating or anything along those lines, and I don't want to do that either. But something that I am curious about is making sure I'm getting the nutrients that I actually need, because I know that there are some foods that I won't eat that have a lot more of those kinds of nutrients, and since I don't eat them, like, I'm probably not getting those. So I'm not saying that this is like the absolute healthiest way to eat by any means. Please take anything that I'm eating with a grain of salt. I am not a nutritionist. I honestly don't know much about that, and if you guys have any advice on where to start to learn more about that, I would love to hear it, because I feel like it's a very big world to dive into, and it can also be a very biased world. I think that there's a lot of content surrounding food that can be very biased, that can be very unhealthy, even when they're trying to put forward a healthy front. So if anybody has any advice on where I can go to get some healthy content on food and nutrition, backed by science, let me know. Anyway, this video is just supposed to be a fun day of me trying out some new foods. So I'm going to start by talking through how I plan out my meals, and then we'll just hop into the food. My very first step to putting together what I'm going to eat for the next few weeks is just going through and writing down in my planner the meal plan that I have, and I really do stick to this. Like, I'm very strict about making sure that this works. But basically, I plan everything out for the next 2 weeks, and usually I spend a little bit of time doing this. I will like scroll through Instagram, scroll through TikTok. I also just have this list of dinner ideas to try that I just put together, and so this has helped me just to kind of create something a little bit more interesting. Then I wind up with a very specific shopping list of everything that I need, so I am not buying anything extra really. I might think of one or two other things that I might have forgotten to put on here, but this at least I know I am ready for all of the recipes that I want to put together. Okay, so I just took a little bit of extra time in the store because I needed to get a present for my boyfriend for his graduation. I just wanted to get him like a nice like alcohol of some sort, and I was trying to figure out which one to get, and it was like kind of tough. But now I've got everything, so I'm gonna head back to my apartment. I wound up spending, I think, $114, which is actually cheaper than I often spend in the store, and that is also gonna last me 2 weeks. So that's like about $60 a week. I just got back from the shops. I always refuse to bring this up in anything other than one trip, and now I'm really tired. Like I said, this cost me $114, and this should last me 2 weeks. I might have to go one more time just to get like things that go off really quickly, like bread and a couple of like produce items perhaps, but ideally I won't have to, and ideally this will actually last me 2 weeks. I guess we'll do a grocery haul. I don't know if that's interesting. I have eggs. I do get organic eggs because I usually only go through like half a dozen like every 2 weeks, and like to get a dozen other eggs, I feel like it's like about the same price. It like works out mathematically, and I prefer organic eggs. Next we have drinks. I did get some Pinot Grigio, orange juice, milk, roasted wheat. You'll see me eat that a lot this week. I got a cod fillet, some ground turkey, chicken thighs, broth, soy sauce, lemon juice, sesame oil. I don't tend to like cook with these kinds of things usually, but these new recipes I'm gonna try are gonna use those, so I need to actually buy them, but obviously normally, hopefully you would already have this kind of thing at home. Cookie dough bites, so good. Half loaf of bread, some grilled chicken pre-cooked for some salad, orzo, Tic Tacs, and grapes, butter lettuce. I have 3 things of broccoli. I'm having a very broccoli heavy week, it seems. A sweet treat. This ice cream is honestly so good. It is the chocolate pretzel from Talenti. I got a couple of these little snack packs I sometimes have for lunch. Some ginger, potato, a couple of red peppers, celery sticks, peas, baby corn, Brussels sprouts, carrots, cilantro, cucumber, and some balsamic glaze. And that's everything. I'm like super hungry, so it's time for some dinner. This should be a pretty easy recipe. I found it on TikTok. It's like this orzo garlic chicken recipe. So all that you're gonna need is some garlic, some chicken thighs, orzo, chicken broth, and then I also have some peas and lemon juice. So I'm gonna start by just prepping everything and then we'll get cooking. These are just 2 chicken thighs, and I put a little bit of chili powder and garlic powder on top, and it's just cooking in some olive oil. I'm gonna sear each side for about 5 minutes, and then we'll take them out and then start with the orzo. There's about 5 minutes left now, so I'm just gonna give it a stir and add in a little bit of lemon juice, I think. Ooh, oh my gosh, I'm gonna brew it. This is the finished product and honestly it looks so good. I hope I like this. Good morning, you guys. Happy Sunday. I don't actually even know if I updated you guys on my thoughts on my dinner last night. It was good. I would try making it again. I think that I didn't put enough of the chicken broth in it because the orzo like wasn't cooked properly and it was like a little bit crunchy, and I don't know whether that was because like it was like toasted and I like burned it, or if I just like simply didn't cook it. A little bit crunchier than I was expecting, but taste-wise it was fine. So it's Sunday morning now. It's actually like 11 o'clock, but I'm gonna go ahead and have some breakfast because I went to church because I got up a little bit late and I didn't have time to eat before. But I'm just gonna make myself some eggs and toast for breakfast this morning. Oh, whoops. It's like 2:30 now. The fact that I ate my breakfast really late really threw me off, but I'm gonna go ahead and make some lunch, and I think I'm gonna make some like chicken and vegetable rice paper wraps. I make this every once in a while. I feel like it's been a while since I last cooked this, so I'm excited. I'm not gonna cook like a ton of it. Like I'm probably only gonna do like a tiny little bit of chicken, and then yeah, just put the vegetables in it, so hopefully it'll be good, but let's go get started on some lunch. Okay, I had to change it to a t-shirt because I'm gonna be frying chicken. The sweater that I was just wearing, like I couldn't like roll the sleeves up, they wouldn't stay down, and it's white, and I figured probably best not to get it all dirty. It's raw. this is how the rolls came out. I definitely need to get better about how to roll these because I feel like they're all such like different levels of stickiness. And this one's like falling apart, but that's okay. Also, if you want like a dipping sauce, I would definitely recommend that. I just don't really like sauces of any kind particularly, so I just prefer them plain like this. And yeah, let's go eat. You guys, I used to make this like literally all the time, and I haven't made it in forever, and I'm like, why? It's so good. That was actually delicious. I like that it's just like different than other foods that I tend to eat, so I'm full now though. It's time for me to make some dinner, so I have some cod in the fridge that I'm going to cook, and then I'm also gonna just do some rice and some broccoli to go with it. In case you guys can't tell, I tend to eat very bland, plain food for the most part. I'm not a big like sauce person. I don't like a lot of types of foods, so yeah, this is the kinds of foods that I normally enjoy eating. Here is the dinner. It actually looks so good and I'm so hungry. I'm so excited to eat this. That is all for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Again, if you have any tips or advice for me or anything that you want to share, please share below. Stay positive, stay happy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!